Hi, everybody. Brent Jones, New Home Source Realty. How are you? I was trying to do this Facebook Live and it failed twice, so this is the third time, so hopefully third time's a charm. I want to talk to you about a topic today that's not really all that fun. You know, I try to make these videos semi-entertaining, but this one is something that needs to be talked to. We need to have the adults in the room and we need to have a little chat because there are some clouds on the horizon that you need to be aware of because it's coming. Are you aware of what's coming on June the 30th of this year, 2021? The government mortgage forbearance programs are coming to an end. The government has actually extended them multiple times, and it's coming due again on June the 30th. And the rumor mill has it, this is it, the government's not going to extend it again. So a lot of people, because of COVID, and it's nobody's fault, who could have predicted COVID? Whose fault is COVID? That's another whole topic. But, you know, I mean, what in the world, who would have expected such a crazy 2020? I mean, was that an insane year or what? But I sure wish my dog would stop doing that. But what's going to happen is those forbearance programs are going to come to an end. And a lot of people that got enrolled in that, you know, the government basically was just helping people buy time to you know, kind of hit pause on some of their bills and some of their mortgages. But you understand that those payments are going to come due. It was just a pause button. It was not a forgiveness. It was just a pause. Well, as of June 30th, all of that's going to come to an end. And if you were a payment or two behind, that would be manageable. But you know, this COVID thing's now gone on for a year. Are you 6, 9, 12 months behind? Who possibly has that kind of money in savings? So there's a problem coming. It's a problem now. It could be a major catastrophe later if you don't address it now. If you want to bury your head in the sand and just pretend like it's not coming, then you're taking what would be a little problem now and you're going to let it mushroom into a major life-changing event, a negative major life-changing event. So the wolves are going to be at the door pretty quickly. That was my German Shepherd barking, by the way. Not exactly a wolf, but close to it. But the wolves are going to be at the door sooner rather than later. So let's chat about this. You've got some options right now. So you own a home. Your number one concern would be if you were to sell it, you've got some equity built up, and we're going to talk about that. But if you were to sell it, where are you going to move? Well, being in this forbearance program, your credit's probably taking some dings. They say it wasn't going to affect your credit, but it's going to affect your credit because they're going to show some late payments on your credit report. Not major. Your credit is still more or less still intact for now. If you let this thing go into foreclosure, it's you being able to rent or buy in the future you're going to have about a 7-year window where you're not going to be able to do or buy anything. So you can now still have some options. If you wanted to sell your house and go rent, if you wanted to sell your house and maybe go buy something else, maybe downsize, those would be options because your credit is still relatively intact. Here's the other thing. If you've been in your house for a while, you should have some equity built up in it because, as we all know, the real estate market in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas is ridiculous. Property values keep going up, 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 up. Everybody and their brothers moving to Texas. You should have some equity built up. So you could, with that equity, if you were to sell your house, you should be able to pay off your mortgage, pay off your delinquencies, and you should, when you look at your situation, but you should still have money to be able to deposit. And you know what? When you have money, when you have cash, you have options. So that would be an option to you now, is to sell your house and go downsize or go rent or go do something else and pay off your delinquency, pay off your mortgage, and deposit some money. Okay? Here's what you don't want to do. You do not want to pretend like this is not a real deal. You do not want to bury your head in the sand. You do not want this thing to go into foreclosure. If you've ever had a foreclosure, man, your credit is wrecked for 7 years. I mean, you'll be lucky to even be able to rent an apartment. So it doesn't have to go to that. We have some options now. By being proactive now, we have some options. If we bury our head in the sand, then the wolves are going to be at the door. But let's not let it get to that. So I'm happy to help. I'd be happy to come out and talk with you about your options. Be happy to do a market study. Let's see how much equity you've got built up. I'm here to help in any way that I can. Brent Jones, New Home Source Realty. Phone number 214-649-4528. Feel free to direct message me, contact me, text me. Happy to help any way that I can. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.